Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back on another video from Seth the Programmer, and today we've got Sasuke versus Kakashi, which is a bit of a weird one. This title doesn't initially let me know what's happening because I know these guys have the tendency to, like, not initially go, right, from the... if we were to take Sasuke and Kakashi in Boruto now, Sasuke's obviously got it, like, and again, like, end of the actual series of Naruto, got it. So I'm wondering whether this is going to be like moments in time throughout Naruto and then comparing who would win at certain times. Because I know there are certain times throughout Naruto Part 1 and 2, well, Part 2, anyway, there's no way in Part 1, that Sasuke would be stronger than Kakashi, and then Kakashi is there and it's just like, I honestly don't know, like, but it's going to be an interesting one. Because he wouldn't do this if it wasn't an interesting discussion. So let's get into this Sasuke versus Kakashi video. Let's see what's actually going on in this, shall we? My cold is still ruining me, but let's see what happens. Smash it! Definitely subscribe to Seth's channel. Yo! Oh, sweet, cool. So swag. Awesome. Oh dear.
Today we're doing Sasuke versus Kakashi.
Yeah.
I just thought it was interesting. Kind of see them start to scrap off in the 5 Kage Summit at the very end.
Oh, right. Okay.
Kakashi's going to have to fight him like he is in Fight Orochimaru, stuff like that. So we don't want to talk about the 5 Kage Summit too much, as it does seem pretty clear that Sasuke in the 5 Kage Summit, by the time he has the Susanoo,
he would have literally, like,
Danzo,
done him.
Probably win.
Yeah.
While Kakashi could absorb an arrow with his Mangekyo. How many arrows can
he
Sasuke
absorb?
Shoot?
Yeah, or yeah, there's that as well, yeah.
Have to use Kamui to avoid. It seems like it's way easier for
interesting.
Sasuke to fight than Kakashi. Also, Sasuke's speed with that form is just so insane.
Yeah.
Kakashi cannot react normally. He has to react with Mangekyo.
Or maybe he was just like over, like,
wins that fight.
went in thinking otherwise.
Kakashi like Kamui's his head off. It's always something that could happen.
Yeah.
Who knows?
If he wanted to actually kill him, there's no way Kakashi wanted to kill Sasuke there. Interesting.
Like a 1% hit,
Yeah. Like a hard to hit one-hit KO Pokemon move.
Oh no, it's like, I need to capture this person right now.
So, the other thing we're going to be talking about, I suppose, then, is we want to talk about Pain Arc Kakashi versus Itachi fight Sasuke, which is probably more interesting.
So we are doing different sections,
so,
right? Cool.
I guess I'll let you start since I had like a 2-minute intro here.
So I feel like if these two are in character, it probably wouldn't like go to the death unless something crazy.
Kakashi's never gonna want to kill Sasuke. Like,
at this point,
I think the other way is like Sasuke would kill Kakashi though.
Doesn't like to kill people, all that stuff. Like, he won't even kill the goons that Orochimaru sends at him to practice. He like
unless you think he was gonna Kirin murder all of Team 7.
Maybe. So the way that you can justify that is like maybe he was just gonna call Kirin to scare them and make them leave.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is unlikely given what he does.
I mean, you could understand it happening.
Brought up to me is that I was talking to people about Sakura's narrative and trying to justify Sasuke's behavior. And is it like toxic for the heroes to always chase after him? Blah blah blah. Why are you trying to kill them? And one of the reasons he wants to kill these characters is because he wants to cut off the past completely, so he can feel unhindered in his path to be an Avenger. And
get rid of them. Got nothing else going on.
He
Yeah.
needs to find his own path to power, and he feels like these relationships, because they exist, they can hold him.
Because he feels emotional attachments, he needs to get rid of them. Yeah.
He might launch a Kirin at Team 7, or be like, oh, Kakashi, or like stuff like that, or like Naruto, I need to cut you off and murder you at the end, or I need to kill Sakura or something like that.
Yeah.
That could be reasons why, but maybe you could argue he's heroic and you wouldn't want to, but it doesn't really matter.
The other thing, I guess the other thing for that is that at this point he had like completed his training, right? So like he didn't really need to like not think about them because he was gonna go fight Itachi regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you were saying, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So if we assume that they're fighting to the death, then for some reason, like Kakashi stole Sasuke's like nutter butter. Like, the reason I'm hung up on this so much is because
get him, Sasuke.
they use like Kirin and Kamui, right?
Okay.
So if you think they fight in character,
That Kirin technique only got used
battle ender like
twice.
ultimate
Did it?
abilities don't
I
really
can't
come
quite
up.
remember.
They
I think it
probably
used a
don't
lot.
try to kill each other. I definitely don't think Kakashi tries to kill Sasuke. It's questionable whether or not
Character-wise, he's not
Kakashi,
gonna try and
but
actually
I'm
end him.
leaning towards he probably wouldn't pre-Kage summon. But if
Yeah.
you are assuming that it's like the gloves are off, then I guess we can just talk about that.
I
Right.
mean,
Come
it
on.
depends anyway, because for Kakashi, he tends to. So this is his whole thing throughout the entire series, even against Zabuza when he was rusty, is he always holds back.
He does.
Almost
It's
always
so
holds
weird,
back.
isn't it? Like,
One of the
if
only times
Kakashi
you
went
see him
all
not
in,
holding back is
wow,
when
and he was a
saves
badass
someone
anyway.
else, or after the death of Edo Zabuza, where he says, "Alright, I'm mad."
Yeah, he's like, I'm mad now. Damn.
Where it needs to go. Like, and it's actually explained in the data book that he never uses strength unless it's needed.
Yeah.
Which also explains one of the reasons.
Well, yeah, because
Zabuza
his
finally went after
the
Zabuza
Sharingan
too.
really
Haku,
drains
he
him.
killed Haku
He's not an
with Zabuza
Uchiha. It's not
Slash,
his
why he started,
Sharingan.
like, to backhand Zabuza, because Zabuza started becoming like conflicted, and Kakashi started getting mad. And he's like, "No, dude, you need to wake up a bit. Like,
Just
you're
come on."
clearly not doing what you believe," and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But a good example of this is when fighting Kakazu, he never whips out the MS.
No, that's true. He
He
doesn't, does he?
implies he was going to whip it out at the end when Kakazu was going to blast him when he's on the ground fired.
But
And then he's like, "Yes, I could have beat Kakazu with MS, but I'd be in the hospital right now," and I was trying not to. So you could argue
trying to make sure he's not like
Sasuke
completely
that
out of
he
it
should not
because
use the
there's
MS
other
at
people
first.
there as well, yeah,
Whereas
that
Sasuke
need his
might not use
protection.
Smart 2 at first, and with
Excuse me,
doesn't
sorry,
use
my
that until
cold's still
he's out of
murdering me.
chakra at the very end,
Mm.
which was his grand plan versus Itachi.
Yeah.
It's because he doesn't require pretty much really any chakra of significant amount to control Kirin to launch at his foes while they're both exhausted.
Yeah.
And it's like an insanely powerful jutsu even without his chakra. So
I definitely think it's more likely that he uses.
Sorry, guys.
Kakashi uses Kamui, like even if it is
yes.
a death match. So they're definitely both like at that like Akatsuki level bare.
Definitely
minimum.
at
Like,
the Akatsuki
Kakashi's
level, Jesus
clashing with
Christ.
Kakazu and Sasuke's fighting Deidara.
Yeah.
But they both like lose, and it's like you said, it's implied that they have to bring out like their next level
Like,
abilities in order to actually keep up.
all
Like,
the
Sasuke
worldly
needs
stuff, yeah.
these two, and Kakashi needs Kamui.
Right. One argument you might be able to make is that, yeah, Sasuke might be implied to be able to fight in that Kakazu battle and potentially win, which is somewhat implied by Kakashi and Naruto, where Naruto feels inferior to Sasuke and still inadequate about his performance while thinking about Sasuke after beating Kakazu with the Rasen.
Okay, yeah, he does actually do that, doesn't he? He's like, I'm still not on his level, but he's not actually seen him, so it's like, yeah.
Like, wow, dude, like you surpassed me in that fight. Which, granted,
Oof.
he did technically do more damage to Kakazu than Kakashi, but
But-
as we know, Kakashi might have been able to pretty much almost solo with the Mangekyo.
Yeah, if he used the MS, he could have like done that, but we don't know because he didn't. It's so confusing. Kakashi's a confusing guy with his techniques and when he uses them.
Maybe he just meant like
Uh,
Sharingan version or something.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
I don't think. I think that he was just being humble, saying that Naruto
Trying to make him
surpassed
feel
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chirping him up,
Well, I mean,
making him
also,
feel like he
I
did a
think
good job.
Kakashi
Well
may
done, lad.
genuinely
Slap on the
believe
back.
it, even if it's not true, because the Rasen Shuriken is extremely impressive.
It's really freaking cool. And it molecular
I don't
level,
think
man.
that if they were to
Boom.
scrap hand to hand, that Naruto would actually beat up Kakashi unless he used like a bajillion clones.
Which is pretty confidently secured with the Pain arc, where 3 Tomo Sharingan Kakashi seems to be way stronger than base Naruto.
Yeah.
In fact, some people
He's going up
have
against that guy.
Kakashi versus Sage Naruto in that arc, which I do think Sage Naruto wins, but
I think
yeah.
Sage Naruto slaps him.
Yeah, but it's
Do
very
you?
clear that Kakashi's still stronger than base Naruto. Like,
I think that the Kakashi Pain stuff is extremely impressive, but not as impressive as a lot of people make it out to be. Now, I've talked about this to gas Kakashi up in the past before.
Yeah.
Right.
How Kakashi does fight these stronger Pain.
The strongest version of Pain, yeah. It's like he goes up against him.
Jiraiya looks at these like it's the Preda animal, and what's the other one? Is it the Naraka one?
Right, they're not
I
up
think
there,
it's the
but
Preda
yeah,
animal
like, and
and
he
the
fights
Naraka.
them, and it's like,
And,
it's difficult.
These are not like these are bong pads.
Yeah.
the weakest ones, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
For the most part.
The Jiraiya
The
fights, yeah.
animal's not the weakest. I think if like you swapped out animal for human, then it would probably be the 3 weakest.
Okay, but
We can at
still,
least
you
agree,
got
though,
2 of
that
the,
Asura
you
and
know.
Tendo are probably the strongest, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Mhm.
And like Jiraiya looks at them and he's like, he literally says, I can't damage them.
yeah,
Like, I can't even fight them.
Yeah.
And then Kakashi is able to fight like Tendo
The-
and Asura.
Yeah,
And,
like, he just
Asura
goes, okay, I'm gonna have a go.
chops off Jiraiya's arm. Now we've talked about this before. Maybe Jiraiya was off guard there. I think it's really weird because he says a whole thing to Jiraiya. He's like
Beforehand, he's like talking to him,
so,
yeah.
so this is the weirdest statement ever because he literally says, "You warned me not to lower my guard, Sensei." But then Jiraiya literally hears that and still gets beat up.
It's
and,
like-
his arm.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's like,
even
wait.
if he was caught off guard, which is like definitely implied by the statement.
Yep.
The fact that he heard the whole sentence and still
Beforehand. Yes.
chakra defense
Oh.
or whatever in time is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
mad weird. So in any case, like Kakashi's able to Raikiri this thing.
Yeah.
Not completely kill it. It can still shoot missiles, but like blow it up. So you could argue that maybe he's doing better than Jiraiya. But the thing is, Pain's not going all out.
No.
Pain is like, I kind of need to know where Naruto is. Can you tell
That's the
me?
whole point in it.
Kakashi's not
Need to get the
cooperating. And then he's
Jinchuriki
like,
for the
okay, you're a little
Ten
bit of a
Tails
problem.
thing.
I'm just gonna kill you. And then he like,
he just 2 taps it pretty much. So
yeah, Kakashi's just
Done.
out of the equation. So now I do think it's very impressive that he was able to get Pain to like recognize him as a threat and say, "Oh, I need to get rid of you." But it's disingenuous to say that he was like beating up Tendo and.
what's even
Asura by
crazier is that the Tendo Pain is able to stab Kakashi and damage him faster than anyone in the series we've seen.
Yeah, anyone. No
joking.
one attacked him that quick, yeah.
Faster than anybody.
Kakashi's
The only other,
very,
examples are,
like,
Madara ripping out his
self-efficient,
eyes
man.
When he's like fatigued on the ground.
Yeah,
Like,
you give that. It's like he's obviously
Kakashi,
lost that.
It messes him up faster than pretty much anybody just by himself while trying not to kill him. So
Yeah.
he actually dodges his Raikiri point blank as well.
Which is
while doing
mental.
it. So it's clearly not that crazy, but it also depends how strong do you think Kakashi gets after the Pain arc. You know, do you think that every fight his Mangekyo and his Sharingan massively evolve, which might be somewhat implied by Obito saying, "Oh, so you've mastered your Sharingan,"
Yeah.
blah blah, and stuff like that. But if you don't think he's gotten that much
That's so good.
stronger,
Oh god.
then Kakashi does react to MS Susanoo Sasuke's arrow,
Mate.
which would speed blitz anything Sasuke's done before that.
Yep.
So
Definitely,
if
the
you don't
speed
think
on that is
Kakashi got that much stronger,
ridiculous
then
to the point of that.
Kakashi would probably stomp CM2 Sasuke.
Definitely,
or speed
Jesus.
blitz him pretty badly.
Yeah.
Which maybe it makes sense if you think that even, Pain would do extremely well in the Kage Summit as well, which might be narratively implied. And then, you have Kakashi keeping up with Kage Summit, Sasuke with his MS somewhat. So that depends as well on how much you think Kakashi's grown. Some people like to think he grows astronomically. Some people think he doesn't really grow.
I think he kind of crept. He was very. I think he crept through the series,
It's
to be
not really
fair.
stated. It's one of those things where like how much, like what do you think, right? And so what
Didn't
I
leap
think is, I
in
think that he got stronger,
magical,
but the
like,
amount is unquantifiable.
power levels.
But what I think really matters there.
I think like where he was at
is
the
that,
end
like,
was definitely
he
justified, but he
stumbles back, like,
creeped.
after he does it.
Yes.
Like he's clearly like shaken just by trying to even like. And it's not like the force, like the concussive force or whatever, caused him to stumble. It's like he struggled to catch the Susanoo arrow.
Right.
He did such a good job.
How
Like
fast it was.
everyone that had
Whereas, like,
the
he didn't really
Sharingan
have
struggled with it
trouble
anyway,
doing that
but
with,
him
like,
not
the
having the
Serpent
bloodline.
Missile. Like, Kamui
Boom!
never
The
really
guy
did
struggled
anything
hard
where
with
he's
it,
like,
and he did a
oh,
really
like,
freaking
I
decent job,
like,
especially the
never
Kamui,
gave me
man.
so much faster than his opponent for it, right? So like Kakazu, when he goes into his like final mode or whatever, like blitzes him, like with the tentacles.
Yeah.
And then Kakashi's still like, yeah, but I could have killed him after that, right? So like even
Yeah,
if Kakashi could have moved or something, he was just fine. And then like there's the thing with the Asura path. He was able to sneak up on Sage Jiraiya, and then like Kakashi's able to like react to that like missile and like teleport it away. So
Yeah,
the
it's
fact that
gone.
he was like that I got that close to him, like or that it still forced him to stumble. I feel like that's like maybe it's less of a feat for Kakashi and more of like a thing for Sasuke because he's able to like intercept like Madara like summoning the
No,
Ghetto
I
Madara.
understand what you're saying. The reason
Right.
it is a feat for me for Kakashi is like while I think it's a feat for Sasuke, definitely, it pretty much it confirms that Sasuke is completely different than anyone Kakashi's fought up to this
Yeah.
moment because Kakashi's never been like, I had to whip out the MS right there or I died. He's never
Yeah,
said
it's
that.
like I've never had to use it straight
Except for,
away.
like, the very end of the Kakazu fight, but that was like end of battle when he's like fatigued, you know, different. But the reason it's impressive for me is because base Sharingan Sasuke in that Kage Summit is stronger than his Curse Mark 2 form, where Kaden says his chakra is thicker and colder than it ever was in Curse Mark 2 just
Right.
now.
No, I agree.
So it shows his
on top
progression
of that,
there.
He then whips out the dual MS.
Jesus.
And then he gets even stronger while fighting
Danzo, yeah.
And his Susanoo only evolves further than that. So he's getting amps upon amps upon amps. And then
Guy's getting stronger.
Kakashi reacts to the
To the
Susanoo
arrow, yeah.
which would blitz anything Sasuke
Ha!
before, which is like,
That is
it's just
interesting.
crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just think that Kamui is just one of those things that's like hacked out.
It
and,
really
like,
is,
I
though.
think that-
Kamui is like, is the. I can't think of any other thing to
So you know
do
how, like,
to give this
Sasuke is
character
not
do anything.
actually as fast as the Raikage,
Do it.
like,
Kamui
the Raikage
does it.
Is, like, elbow pull.
Damn.
But then, like, he has to use the MS to, like, block the Raikage's attacks because he can't actually move out of the way. I think it's sort of like that.
That's when he goes version 2. So what happens is that in version 1, he's like fighting the Raikage with like his Sharingan.
We've done
And
the
then he goes, like,
Amaterasu
version 2,
and
and then he basically starts like teleporting out of the way of, say, the Amaterasu.
But you know how Sasuke is still able to like use like Amaterasu to like protect himself like on the
Yeah.
Susanoo?
I guess he's able to do like jutsu activation in time or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think that like Kakashi's like able to see it and like just activate Kamui instantly, but it's not like a comfortable use
So
of it.
I guess if Kakashi is willing
to
use
time
Kamui,
that to make
his
that move, it's
activation
like
speed of it is just so
Kakashi's
insanely
dead impressive, right?
cracked that
Okay.
he can just always like avoid any fatal blow from Curse Mark 2 if it was needed.
Yeah. Now, what I will also say too to support the idea that he got stronger is he isn't just out of commission as soon as he uses Kamui there, like he says he would have been in the Kakazu fight. So he definitely got way stronger from the Kakazu fight, where he's like at a point where Kamui is like a safe thing for him to use, right?
But-
like without instantly collapsing.
Well, the thing about the Kakazu fight that's weird is that, like, with the MS at least, because I believe versus Deidara, he tries to use the Kamui more than once. But versus Kazu,
it freaks him up, man. He does he does it once and he does it the second time. It's like, nah, I can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah.
And then he has to use his MS to beat Kakazu after that. So I don't
He's
know.
lucky
I
to have
think
that
he could
Kamui
use it at
technique as
least
well, because
more
it's
than
just
once.
Obito's thing,
And
isn't
in
it?
the
It's like him
Pain
sharing
fight,
the
he
thing. It's
also
like, yeah.
uses it, I think, more than once. I think he uses it.
Yeah, he uses it to save himself from like the
Yeah.
nail and then Choji. Yeah, but that does kill him.
Yeah, so
It does,
not only
yeah.
does he use it to deflect the nail and then save Choji, but he does that like when he's so incapacitated that he can't even like get
Last
out of rubble.
minute,
You know
like,
what I mean? Like,
you
after
know.
he's
Yeah, so I actually think this.
Well, apparently in real life,
that
women
he
have
just
like
has,
thrown
an
cars to
insanely amped,
out of the way
like,
to save
reaction time
babies.
with
Like, come on.
Kamui or whatever, 'cause, like Pain, like you said, like hits him and beats him up faster
Know what I
than
mean?
anybody else.
before the MS gives him Obito level reactions. You remember how they were like linked
Yeah.
in the war arc? That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
But
No, but
it's
like
crazy.
you know how like Pain was like blitzing him and stuff, and then
Yeah.
like Pain shoots a nail at him, and Kakashi just reacts to it, and it's a like slow motion too in the anime. So like,
yeah.
maybe his Kamui is just like really really fast.
Yeah, MS Kakashi might just be crazy too. And then remember, like, MS Kakashi was, like, going, like, sicko mode, like, against even, like, Ten Tails Madara and stuff too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, MS Kakashi might just be crazy. Like,
Yeah.
maybe that's why dual MS Kakashi was, like, God.
Strongest in the fucking series.
to be honest,
Sorry, I swore
Like
that, but
he didn't even
yeah.
get a six pass. They have this actually just do Sharingan.
It's just like, wow, I could use my MS for more than 0.1 milliseconds.
Yo, I can do this all over the place. This is insane.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, MS Kakashi might just be insanely broken. But,
Yeah.
I think it's like a defensive.
yeah,
thing, though,
but,
know
you know, then it's like, okay, that aside, you know, that MS, you know, crack mode aside, how well does Kakashi do normally, you know? And that's
Let's
where
go
it
back
becomes
to the
a little bit
conversation,
harder to,
Kakashi
like,
versus Sasuke,
You
yeah.
know, like, oh, I think Kakashi...
Because Sasuke's tough.
Yeah,
Well-
because, you know, it is somewhat narratively implied, like, yeah, like, Sasuke is probably, like, above the normal Akatsuki
Yep,
members. And
definitely.
Even the data book, which I said this in my previous recording, which didn't get uploaded, but there is a data book statement that says, you know, Sasuke's power exceeds the Akatsuki.
Ha.
One way I
To a
interpreted
level.
that was, you know,
To a degree.
maybe he doesn't have the chakra or the jutsu to, say, be the strongest shinobi, such as he doesn't have Amaterasu.
Yeah.
He can't
At the time, yeah.
catastrophic Shinra Tensei or
Yeah, yeah.
Shimaku Tensei
That-
or
they're
anything of that.
mad
but,
techniques that
maybe,
you don't have.
like base to base, if Sasuke shot a fireball jutsu in Curse Mark 2 against, and say Tendo Pain shot a fireball jutsu back, well, maybe Sasuke's would be stronger.
Yeah.
Like it was in the Itachi fight, and just because Sasuke doesn't have the insane chakra reserves or techniques that the others have, that he can't overall be the strongest, but maybe base to base he was. Which is, I don't necessarily agree with, but it does seem like if the data book even has the audacity to word it that way, that maybe Sasuke is like high tier Akatsuki level almost. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that I think that all it's trying to say is that he's stronger than
Like the average,
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like, it's
I
up
think
there.
he's, like, above
Like, using
Akatsuki
Akatsuki
level,
as an
but
example of, like,
so are
people that are
Akatsuki.
stronger than everyone
Yeah,
else.
exactly. And that'd be supported by Obito being like, I forgot you're a member of the Akatsuki, Conan. I should probably take you seriously.
Yeah, it's like, there's a reason you're here.
So maybe Akatsuki
Yeah.
level is like an actual level in their brains.
Yeah.
They're like, Sasuke
There's a
is
reason they're in the in the
up to
group.
you guys to decide on that. That's just one way I interpreted it myself. So I would say, on average, that Sasuke is stronger than Kakashi.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if they have like a fireball jutsu clash, Sasuke's winning that like a billion.
Exactly. And if they had a boxing match, Curse Mark 2 is probably going to win the boxing match.
Yeah.
But maybe, just maybe, if Kakashi's like, I'm gonna die, he just turns on his like god mode,
MS.
top tier in the verse, MS reaction ability, and Conway's at the death.
It's a difficult one, actually. Everything they brought up is like, okay.
So I don't know. I think that's all there needs to be said. I don't know if you have anything else, but I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we've kind of gone over everything. I guess I agree with you about how the fight would go, right? I think that Sasuke would like overpower Kakashi. I think it would actually be pretty even for the most part, like pre CS2, because like Sasuke's stronger, like base to base, and Kakashi's like smarter. But like Sasuke's still smart, but Kakashi's like giga genius.
No, Kakashi's dead smarter. Like, jeez.
Like, look at Naruto and Sakura versus Kakashi. They literally could not take a bell off of his waist for an entire day. While he kind of like... Well,
they cheated. They had to cheat to do it.
Well, he didn't, fully mess around. It's like Sakura's the girl who was avoiding Sasori, and, Naruto's, like, pretty relative.
And she didn't train at all before then, so she couldn't have gotten stronger.
Exactly, and it's like, and then, then you have Sasuke kind of, like, come down. It's implied he could beat them, too, even before Curse Mark 2. But then it's like, okay, so what's better? Sasuke and base kind of, like, wiping out Team 7, like, in a serious fight pretty fast, or Kakashi holding out for an whole day? It's like, maybe Curse Mark 2 is kind of better. Like,
maybe.
Low-key, but that's just my opinion.
I agree with that. I think as soon as Sasuke, even Curse Mark 1 would start to overwhelm Kakashi.
Oh, here's some good scaling, I guess. This is some old school Seth scaling,
Go on.
Got that, you remember that statement from Orochimaru, like, you're nothing compared to Sasuke and that form.
And that's 3 tails.
Yeah, when he's using, like, 3 tails. So if Sasuke...
Yeah, but that could just be just, like, trying to...
3 tails Naruto.
Like,
what if he
egg him on.
Base, bro?
And then Kakashi's like, wow, you have like 100 times more...
Because not everything everyone says should be taken as like, actually what they're saying.
Versus Deidara, or something like that, or maybe he heard the 4 tails form from like Yamato's report, or something like that.
Do you know when Sakura said that she loved Naruto, she didn't mean it,
Sasuke is a lot stronger than him. So, but so...
Cool, yeah, so alright.
Damn.
Yeah, thank you all for watching. Subscribe. Goodbye.
Let Swag finish his own video. Jesus. Jesus stuff. But that was an interesting one. I did like that. I liked the different like times and stuff in the back and talking about what everyone can do. There's no points. I'm so sorry about my cold. I feel like it's really ruining my videos these last few days, but I've also not been uploading as regular as I'd like to be, so I just wanted to be. But anyway, thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video upload, links in the description of the Patreon page. $1 a month is all I ask to help support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. And thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know how I should watch future videos. I'll see you guys. All you guys. Next time.